language. This is a language that is used to build up web pages. Okay, and how do you run a web page? You pick any browser, Chrome, Edge, Mozilla, Safari, you can execute. And what is the extension of that file? .html. Okay, so those who missed out yesterday's session, they can go through the uh, recording. Okay, and today we'll do some more hands-on basics. Okay, now I was preparing this sheet. Okay, so 1 minute, I'll just delete all these things. Okay, now like I said, what is HTML? HTML is nothing but it's a stands for markup language. Okay, hypertext markup language. Okay, and it is a standard for creating a web page. Okay, and HTML also describes the structure of a web page. In a web page, now you see this web page, pvc.com. I'll just go to some site. Okay, this is my web page. Okay, now if you see here, the top, okay, the top from this area to this bottom, right, this is called a body. Okay, this is called a body. At the top you see here this tab where it says BBC Home, breaking news, something is written, right? So this is called the head part. Okay, so in HTML you have a head, then body, and then footer. Okay, so you have these three sections. And how do you see, this is a generic web page. Okay, you can open any web page on your laptop now, any web page, okay, of your choice, and just right click on it and click on view page source. Okay, now when you click on page source, these gibberish text that you see, this is a HTML tags. Okay, so it's very easy actually. Okay, I mean, don't get confused with all this thing. Oh, we have to write all these things. No. Okay, everything is ready made nowadays. Okay, so this is how it looks like, the gibberish text and all. Okay, and whatever you see here at the bottom, style, head, okay, those are all part of head. Okay, now this you see here, body. Okay, body, and where is the, I'll just hide it. Yeah, so you have a body. So every tag you see here, there is one head open. Sorry, I'll show you, not this way. Okay, this page is too, I mean, confusing. I'll just pick some other one. Okay, I'll pick Amazon. Okay, now this is my Amazon page. I'll just go right click, view source. Okay, now you see this is little bit of proper. Okay, now I know it is very too small for you guys. Let me just maximize. Okay, now you see here. Okay, now here, how do you start your HTML tags is, first you have to define. Okay, this is called the initialization. Okay, you have to tell this doc type is HTML, and then you will write your tags here. Okay, and you see here, this is a one tag here, and you will find at the bottom which is a close tag. Okay, so in HTML you have two types of tags. One is open-ended and one is open and close-ended. Okay, don't get confused with this one. Okay, 1 minute, I'll just click on something. Okay, we'll do our practice. I'll just close this. I'll close this. Okay. Now, those who missed yesterday's class, okay. Now, what I was trying to explain here is what is HTML. HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. Okay. And I think I've written in a notepad. 1 minute. I'll just paste it here. Okay. It stands for Hypertext Markup Language, and HTML is the standard markup language for creating web pages. Okay, only for web pages. Okay, and HTML describes the structure of a web page. Now, what are the structure that you typically see in a HTML languages? Head, body, footer. Okay, and in between you can write like CSS, design, dynamic content, and all that. Okay, so I'll also guide you what are the tools that if you want to learn HTML, web designing, and all small things. Okay, you can use the free edited tools which does automatically. Okay, you don't have to do much there, you have to just drag and drop. Okay, so I'll also teach you that one, and what it describes the structure of a web page, and it consists of series of elements. Okay, so whatever the tags that you see with something like this. Okay, series of elements. Okay, say for example, how do you define? Say for example, I have something to write here. I'll say h2, and then this is a open, and how do you close it? With a backslash h2. Okay, this is open and closed. Okay, there are some tags. Okay, like for example, okay, like for example, uh, paragraph. Okay, this is a paragraph. Okay, or image. Yeah, exactly, image. Okay, image tag, it will take only two parameter: image, height, height and size of the picture, and then it will take the source src equals, okay, the file name jpeg, jpg, you know, right? Images, you have different formats and all, right? So you have to mention here uh, jpg or gif file. Okay, something like this. Okay, I'll just run this raw. Okay, and other one is HTML element tells the browser how to display the content. Okay, if I add something in between, say I'll say hello, and there is a predefined font size. Okay, for this, for yeah, for this tag. Okay, and if I type h1, there is a predefined height of your font. Okay, so it will display by default. Okay, for example, I'll just write down h1, welcome to my training. Okay, I'll close this. How do I close? Slash h1. Okay, this is my first example. Let's run this. You have to select markdown. Okay, if you select code, it will throw an error, so you have to select markdown and run it. Okay, now you see this is a predefined size of your font. Okay, welcome to my training. What if I do the same text with h2? Okay, and I will use h3. Okay, h3, and h4 is also there. Okay, and I'll run this. Okay, now you see the difference here. Okay, now you know h1, whenever you want to give a title heading for your work, even in PPT, what do? You pick up a certain font. Okay, and then the subheading, you will pick up a certain font style and all that, right? Here also you have that option. Okay, you have something called font style. Okay, you can use that. 1 minute, I'll just open this font tag in HTML. If I go to here, mm, okay, this is a paragraph, CSS. can also see this footer tag version 5 is supported. Okay, the Chrome version 9 is supported in Edge, Mozilla 4 version, Safari 5, and this is Opera. Okay, 11.1 will support footer tag. Okay, so you have always see, always a good habit is go through the documentation. Okay, for example, if I add this tag, okay, I'll take this first font, right? So say font, font uh, color equals red. Okay, and I think it will work. Let's see. Font color is equal to COLOUR. No, 1 minute, guys. Font. Uh, no, okay, I'm clicking on the wrong one. Okay, font. If I want to use this color, okay, I'll just copy this. Okay, you have here, if you want a different style you can use this. Okay, I'll just copy this and this color colon red. Okay, you have to write it in this code. Okay, I was writing in a different format. I'll just copy this. Okay, I'll paste it here. I'll just delete this font. See, earlier there was a font tag was there, but now it is not there. Maybe it was removed in the version. Okay, so I'll just delete all this. Okay, now I have a P open tag, so I have to close it. Okay, so I'll say P. Okay, open and close. Okay, so first thing first, color. Let's see if it is coming. See, now it is coming. So you can change the color as you go. Okay, if you want blue, it will come blue. Okay, so you can change it. Now, what was the other tag? Okay, style color blue family. Okay, this one style is equal to this font size. Okay, what you have to do is you have to give some space here and then you have to paste it style. Okay, so this is a different format. You can see this is a different format. Okay, you want Arial. Okay, now this is a different format. This is a different format. You see a difference here, and I'll mention red. Okay, red was good, looking good. Okay, now this is how you're going to do that. Okay, since I've added P tag, P stand for paragraph, so you see this line difference here. Okay, so see, you don't need to learn entire HTML. You need to learn only that is required for formatting your reports. Okay, you are not building any page here. Okay, now if you want um, to increase the size, further size, okay, of this font, what I'll do is I'll add another one called a font size 30 pixel. Okay, now you see from before it has reduced. Okay, so if I say 50, no, 1 minute, is it not making any changes? Okay, now I think it has changed pixels. Okay, so these are called properties. Okay, for P stands for paragraph. Okay, uh, P, where is P? This one. Okay, a paragraph is marked up language as below. Okay, now if I add this letter here in my Now you see this one, right? Now I'll do one thing. I'll take all these things and I'll apply to my this tag. Okay, this HTML tag. I need to give a space and I'll just paste it. Now you see, okay. So it is applying, okay. And I don't know why this style is not working. I will check this later. Okay, Arial. Okay, Arial. Okay, something like this. Okay, whenever you have a standard branding for your company, right? You can use those color tags. Okay, color tag, whatever you want to use there, white, black background, white background, whatever. Okay, so you can do that. Basics. Okay, clear, guys, till now?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Now,
Yes, yes, Suren.
now, so this is the basic format that you have to define for a HTML. See, right now, like I said, this is good to know. Okay, this is good to know. I'll just put it wrong. Okay, this is good
It's
to
a
know.
syntax, right? Basic syntax.
What?
Is it a syntax, Suren, or basic syntax of HTML?
Yeah, there is a structure of the
Okay.
HTML
Okay.
syntax that you have to write from. You have to start with doc type HTML. You have to tell the file that it is a HTML file, and then you will write your HTML tag, head, then title. Okay, and this whatever you title, you see, it will appear in this tab here. Okay,
Yeah.
and then body, in the body you have to write your subject. Okay, whatever you want to add here. Yesterday we have seen, right? So today I'll just show you again. Okay, anyway, I'm going to share this sheet with you guys so you can practice uh, during your practice session. So what I'll do is I will click on new notepad. And how do you create a HTML file? Okay, if you want to learn. Okay, open a notepad, paste this text. Okay, here instead of page title, I'll mention welcome to my training. Okay, and then I have a first heading H1. Okay, and this some paragraph blah blah is there, my first paragraph. Okay, now I'll save this file. Okay, and I'll save it in some location. You can save it anywhere wherever you wish to, but I'll save it here. Okay, I'll say uh, uh, I'll say my web dot HTML. Okay, hypertext markup language. So every file, like right, doc has a different extension, doc. Excel file has a different extension, exe, xcsl, right? PPT has an extension with PPT. Okay, whatever name you say. Similarly, for HTML, it has a HTML extension. Okay, now what you have to do is you have to add a quotation here. Okay, why? Because since here you don't have a HTML option in notepad, so you have to put a HTML file and you have to save it any location. Okay, now I have saved this file. Okay, now how do I access that file? You open a browser. In browser you type C colon. Okay, it will populate all your C drive files, and you need to just browse to the location where you have saved your uh, files. Okay, the HTML. So I saved under 2025 HTML and my web.html. Okay, now you see, this is my first heading. Okay, this is the file that I created just now. Okay, first heading, and then this is my first paragraph. Okay, now if I want to add some color to this web page to make it more attractive, what I can do is, you have a body tag here. I'll say BG color. BG stands for background. BG color, I'll say light blue. Okay, and you have to go save this file to apply those changes. Save it, that's it. And then you here you have to refresh. See, now my web page has turned into blue. Okay, now next is I'll just copy from here all these things. It's very okay, yeah. And when I run this, you can see the tag here at the top, welcome to my training. Okay, like I said, this is your head, this is your body. Okay, and you have something called footer also. Okay, footer also is there. Okay, you can write for example, I'll show you 3 4 tags. I'll show you, these are all tags. Okay, I'll just go to footer. Okay, now I'll just copy this. Okay, and I'll go to my HTML, sorry, this, and I'll paste it somewhere at the bottom. It says author, some name. I'll say my name. Okay, and then href I want to give www.cnn.com, cnn.com. Okay, some link. So I'll just mention here https colon slash slash. Okay, so whenever I click here, it will take me to CNN, CNN news. Okay, now I'll explain all these things. I'll save this file and I'll go to my web page. I'll refresh. Okay, now you see I have a new link here called CNN News, right? So if I click on this, it will take me to the new page. Okay, what is that tag called? Anchor. Anchor. Okay, anchor is used to create a link between web pages. Okay, actually you can create, guys, within your office. If you have any document you are saving here and there, you can create, actually you can make a very uh, interactive web page. Okay, with a HTML only. Okay, so this is one, and other one is nav, nav. Okay, these are the things that you have to learn. Nav. 1 minute. Like, this one nav. Okay, now what is nav? Okay, these are called navigation list. If you go to any site and you will see there are some proper links. Okay, right now you see it looks very gibberish, right? So if I add at the very after the body this, okay, I have HTML, CSS. There are 4 options. Okay, first I'll run this, then you will get an idea. Okay, now you see at the top you might have seen something like this, right? So these are called navigation. NAV stands for navigation. But this does not apply here. Okay, what if I do here and save here? Okay, it will look something like this. Okay, for example, you want to give a link for this. Okay, for example, if I go to this HTML, right? So I'll take this URL. Okay, just for fun I'm doing this. Okay, first one HTML. Okay, I'll paste this URL here. Okay, in Python notebook. Second one is what? CSS. Okay, so let me search for CSS. CSS.
CSS is content styling.
Correct. For a
Mhm.
dynamic style. Yes. Okay. CSS definition style. CSS. 1 minute. I'll search it Google. I'll make it HTML CSS. Okay, it is there. So HTML style sheet CSS. Okay,
Cascading style sheets.
I'll copy this URL and I'll go to my basics here. Whatever the URL that you see, okay, anchor. A stands for anchor. So you are creating an anchor for this URL. Okay, when I click on CSS, it will take me to this page, something like this. Okay, I'll not do over these two. Anyway, you have to practice. I'll run it. Now you see, okay, so if I click on HTML, see, it is taking me to the tag. Okay, now if I click on CSS, okay, on in a new tab, it is opening to that page CSS code. Okay, so you can create reference here, guys. Okay, so you can create a lot of reference files here. Okay, when you are doing, for example, you are doing some analysis on your data. Okay, you have some landing page. Okay, and you can say your landing page to the source, and you can use this anchor tab. Okay, for example, I'll show you one. Okay, I'll go to the Kaggle page. Kaggle. Okay, I'll go to the Kaggle page. Where is dataset here? Okay, so I didn't log into data this site now. Okay, I'll go to adult income, electricity demand, Boston house price. Okay, so this is the link that I want to give a reference in my Jupyter notebook. Why? Because people will ask, right, where did you get this data source? You have to add. So this is a data source here. If I click, okay, I can download it very well. Okay, it will download. Okay, so you have a download option here also. If you click on this, it will download. Okay, now how you can also, okay, you have something like this. Okay, uh, no module named Kaggle Hub. Okay, first I need to install pip, install, copy this. Okay, I'll teach all these things. What is this pip and all? Pip is the command to install Python interactive program. Okay, it's an installer within Python to install modules. Okay, now this module is not there, so I have installed this module. I'll just delete this and let's run this. Okay, so it is running now. You see, it is downloading a file from Kaggle. Okay, Kaggle site. It is saying 100% done. Path to user is where it is stored now in this location. Okay, now if I say extracting files, yeah, it is taking some time. Okay, because it is in zip file, right? So this is okay. You just forget about this. I'll say markdown. I'll say anchor. I'll say href. Href stands for my hyperlink reference equals what is the link, this one. Okay, I'll just copy this. I'll put in quotation. Okay, and then I'll close this tag and then I'll say Boston data source link. Okay, and then I'll close the anchor tag. Okay, now I'll run this. You see now. Okay, this is how it looks like. Okay, if I click on this, it will take me to the Boston data source page. See, everything you can integrate with your Jupyter notebook. Okay, why? Because see, I mean, I know you are doing some analysis and people want to see the data from where you are picking up. You can keep it on your G drive. Okay, you have to give that what is that called, G drive link, and you have to share it with all company people. Okay, as a read only, then only it will open. If you just keep it private, it will not open. It will ask for login. Okay, and if they log in, they will not have access. So you have to make sure you have to add your data, uh, allow everybody to read. Okay, so this is one. This is how you're gonna add all your data sources. Okay, so this is one use case where you will use HTML anchor tag. Okay, so for example, here only I'll add it. Okay, so last one I'll add it. So these are some of the tags that you will not use most of them. Okay, anchor h ref h ref equals for, I'll just write it down, www. You have to write https. Okay, otherwise it will throw an error. https www.google.com. Close this. Okay, it has to be in quotes. Okay, and then outside you have to say click here to go to Google. This is just for example I'm giving. You have to close the a reference, a anchor. Okay, and then run it. You see, click here to go to Google page. Okay, so you can do some interactive things, guys. Okay, just play around weekend. Okay, create some useful, and if you have any doubt, right, you can go to W3 school. Okay, W3 school is very famous for your HTML tags. W3 schools. Okay, this is the one. Okay, you have a HTML here, so you have all these tags. Okay, see, you will need you will not you will not need all these things. Okay, only for formatting your data, colors. If you want to add, see, these are some of the names of the color. This is tomato, orange, dodger, uh, yeah, dogger, blue, medium sea green, light gray, violet, state blue, gray. Okay, so there are different, there are like supports 140 standard color names. Okay, you go here, see, I'm telling you, right, everything has a documentation, guys. Okay, so you have to use that. Okay, for example, you see there is a name biscuit black. Okay, and you have a code here at the bottom which starts with hash. Okay, you can also add this color, this hash code in your color pattern to change the color. Okay, for example, you can see here directly he has typed this blue. Okay, now what if I want to add some I'll just open. Okay, now I'll pick some color here. Mm, which one looks good, guys? Mm, I'll pick yellow just for, or this one wheatish color. Okay, I'll just pick this color, copy, and this page is there. No, right now it is blue. Now I want to change it. So I'll open my notepad. See, wherever I added this BG color, right? I'll delete this. I'll put it this code, and you have to save this file. Otherwise, it will not update. See, whitish color. So you have a color chart here. Okay, so different color charts are there. So you have to see what pattern you need for what page. So this is how they add colors to your page, web page. Okay, so these are some codes that you can pick whichever you want for your presentation in Jupyter Notebook. You can very well apply those as well. Okay, so some of these are like this. Okay, this is Azure. I'll just copy this. Where is this one? Okay, now I have this. I'll go here. Color red is there, no? I'll remove this red. I'll put this hash code. Okay, now you see this color is light blue. Okay, I don't know whether you guys are able to see, or I'll change some other one. I'll change this one gold. Mm, not this one. 1 minute. I clicked on something. 1 minute. Yeah, I'll just copy this one. Mm, I'll go to this again here. I'll change it to gold. I'll save and I'll run it. Okay, it is not changing. Did I add two hash? 1 minute. Yeah, see, now it looks good on black. There's gold color look good. Okay, whenever you're presenting, right, these tags, whatever the tags I'm giving, right, see, you can learn more tags. Okay, it's up to you guys. Okay, so we are not learning web programming here. Okay, what we are learning is just a formatting. Okay, formatting your reports, like when you present in your PPT, you do a formatting, right, color code, pics, all those things, right? Now how do you add a image in your Jupyter notebook? Okay, what you can do is there are two ways. One is you can add with a uh, image tag. Okay, this is a single ended, there is no this thing is there. Okay, say so here source src source equals. Okay, let me see what is this called. uh, Python, this is a JPEG file. Okay, I'll just copy this. Okay, and I'll go and put it in a default location, which is users administrator, and this is the location I'll drop. Okay, it's called python.jpg jpg. Okay, I'll say okay, and I'll run this as markdown. Okay, now you see I have an image. Okay, that is one way you can add. The other way is, for example, you want to copy from the internet. Okay, for example, you are doing some analysis, data analysis. Okay, and I'll go to images here in Google, and I'll pick some nice, yeah, this icon looks good. Okay, this icon. So how do I copy this? Right click, you have something called copy image. You come back to your HTML tag here. Okay, and then you select markdown first, and then you paste. Okay, so I think I pasted twice. Okay, so I need to delete till here. Okay, .png. Okay, now where is this saved? Locally on your Python notebook, wherever you are running. See, I got it. Okay, this is very big. I don't want this. 1 minute, I'll just delete this. I'll pick some nice small one. Okay, uh, data analysis steps. Okay, just copy and I'll go here. Net and copy. Okay, you see, I got twice. Why? Because I clicked on something. Last time also it happened the same way. So I need to delete till here. Okay.
Paste it twice, no?
Yes, yes. Some see now it is. It looks good now. Okay. So this is how you guys can do. Okay. And if you want a smaller image of this, what you can do is you can, for example, this is the image. Let me go to the source. Okay, this is the image. Just assume. I'll go to snipping tool. Okay, snipping tool. I'll say new and I'll copy this much. Okay, this is also one way you can do. Now what I can do is I can say copy and then copy and I'll run it. Okay, no, it didn't copy. 1 minute. What is this? I will save it first. 1 minute. I'll say data, some data analysis. Okay, some name I'll give and I'll save it in my default location where my Python can read my files, which is users your account, whatever name your account has on Windows, and you can save it here. And it's a JPEG file, JPEG file. You can see here. So I'll save it. Okay, I'll close this, and I can use the source, same thing. So here, instead of this, I'll say data data analysis.jpg. Okay, now you see, you can, I'm picking up from the default location. Okay, so this size and all you can decrease, guys. Okay, so I'll teach you in the tomorrow what I'll do is I'll show you on resizing the size. Okay, the images and all. Okay, you can do that. Here we don't have any option. Okay, you have to write in a this thing, a tag, image tag or some other tag. Okay, there you can give a size for this image. For example, I can say height height equals, I'll say 100 pixel. Okay, no, I don't see. 1 minute, I'll just refresh this. uh where is this one only, right? HTML image. 1 minute, guys. Image, where is image? Here. Okay, now image will have the attribute called height. Okay, image map. 1 minute. See the coordinates. You have to use something like this. Okay, coordinates. If you use, you can fit into all those size. Okay. Mm, okay. 1 minute. I'll go to image map. Okay, you have a shape option also. Okay, you can use this also. So you can adjust whatever you want here. Okay, so I mean, I know it is too much of HTML tag, but if you have any tools that you can use and customize, that is all, I'm also fine. Okay, coordinates, this is coordinates. I'll just add this, and no, this will come for map. Okay, not for image. 1 minute. Width and height style. Okay, so for example, you have a width of 100%, right? So style image width. I'll just copy these two parameter and I'll add it here. Okay. Uh, okay. Yeah, that's it. Let me run and see if it is changing the size. See, got it. Okay, you can adjust based on your requirement. Okay, so I'll just pick 300 pixel width. Okay, height I want 250, not more than that. Okay, so that it looks good. See. Okay, so everything you have here. Okay, reference. Okay, you go it, you can try here also, copy this and paste it and see what is happening. Okay, simple. copy this. Okay, you can paste here. Let me see if it is changing. Okay, so these are the two icons which it is changing. Okay, but you need to copy these two icons. Okay, this one HTML. Okay, instead of that, what is the file name of this? Data analytic, right? JPEG, data analytics dot jpg file. Okay, so I'll just copy this again for this also. Since I don't have any other, so I'll just run it for learning purpose. Okay, so no, it is not coming up. 1 minute, I have made some changes. I'll just copy this. Okay,
It's analysis, Suren, not analytics.
okay, okay, I'll change it to analysis and then I'll run it. See, you see the different size here for this image, the height and length you see, and this one you see square shape. Okay, now how different is that? You see here 128 pixel by 128. This one is 128 128, but here we have used something called style. Okay, and here plain width I have added. Okay, these are the basics thing that you will be using there. Okay, I'll change it to 200. 200. Okay, I'll run this. Okay, now you see it has increased the width. Sorry, width. Okay, so you can adjust based on your requirement. Okay, instead of cutting paste, doing uh, uh, cropping, reaping, okay, which takes a lot of time, just double click here, size you just adjust it when you're presenting your report. Okay, and here you can write your content and all. Okay, what does this project do? Okay, and then analysis, why you are doing this analysis, we'll do that hands on. Okay, so you can use same fonts and all, but it's always good to learn and you can explore more. Clear, guys? And I'm going to share this file. What's the time? 9:25. We are almost there. I'll share this file. Please practice it. Okay. 1 minute. HTML basics. Okay, you just import into your Jupyter notebook. Okay, and then play around whatever the color is there, right? You just change some number here. 700 is there, just change last number 8708 and see what is happened. Okay, is the color changing? No. So instead of FF, I'll say I. Let's see if it is changes to any other color. It's a default white. Okay. So if it doesn't understand, it will give you the default color. If I change it FFD06, okay, I'll get my color back. Okay. You have to see the size, color, and all. Okay. You have to just play around with these tags only. Inside you can write, and if you need, this is P stands for paragraph. Okay, and H for headings. H stands for H1 heading, H2, H3, H4 heading. Okay, and and what is this A tag? A tag stands for anchor. Okay, and this is used for uh, hyperlink. Okay, like whatever the hyperlinks I've created here. Okay, and there is one more, but I don't know whether it will work or not. Let me try. Okay, so it is not working here, this tag. Okay, So what I'll do is I'll just copy this. I'll go to my page, the page which I created here. This heading is there, no? My first heading. Where is my first heading? Here. Okay. I'll add a tag called marquee. Marquee. Okay. Now what this will do is it will move your text from right to left. Okay. Okay. I'll save this file. Okay, and I'll just refresh. Okay, now you see this text is going from right to left. Okay, you can increase the speed, okay, the movement and all. You need to explore more. Okay, you go to this site W3 school. Okay, marquee. Okay, where is marquee elements? MNF. Okay, if you're not seeing something, you can type here. Okay, marquee tag HTML W3 HTML. Okay, some of the tags, no, you will not find some support. Why? Because uh, right now we are using the HTML5 version. Okay, I'll just type here marquee tag attributes. Okay, now I have some geeks for geeks, marquee element, MDN web doc, tutorial point. I'll just click on this. Okay, these are all the attributes you see. Okay, BG color. Okay, and they'll give some examples here. Okay, so this is one. I'll just copy this and I'll put it in my tag and let's see how it works. Uh, okay, now you see with a background color of this section, okay, a text is moving so that we can highlight something here. Okay, so you see this is the same thing I was telling. You can do a lot of instead of text there. Where is this? Geek for geeks. Instead of that, I'll say, welcome to my training. Okay. And I'll just a computer science portal for geeks. Okay. I'll leave it as it is. I'll just refresh. Okay. You see here, welcome to my. Okay. Now I'll share this also, guys. Okay. I forgot one minute. I'll share that HTML file also. Please run that. Okay. So once you save, wherever you save that HTML file, go to browser. You need to navigate to that location. For example, if it is on C drive, just click on C drive and whichever the folder you have stored, like I have stored everything on tools. So if you have any folder or users, your account, and then if it is in download folders, go download and click on that file, it will open up. Okay, in a browser. So you can do that. One minute, I'll share it. Tools, where is 2025 HTML. Okay, so my web, yeah, this is the file. Okay, so generally HTML file has an extension of HTML. I've shared both the file. Please practice. Okay, add some new tags. Go to this website, look for few. You can create a form also. Okay, this is a form. Okay, so everything is ready made. You need to just take it, uh, copy, go to your HTML file, and you see where you need that. Okay, uh, okay, I'll paste it here, and then I will save, and then I will refresh my page. Where is my page? Okay, now you see I have a form, my first paragraph. Okay, something, I have a first name. I'll say some name submit. Okay, so you can write on submit what action you want to do. Okay, it should connect to your database, and then it will store, validate this username and password, and then it will, if the user is there, it will do the next, it will load the next welcome page. Okay, same thing like Gmail and all you do, right? Person, first time you log in, you get a welcome page. Similarly here also same thing. Okay, so these are all called validation controls. Okay, so you can create this a button. I clicked on, you can create a button also. Okay, how do you use button? You have a input tag. Okay, see, you have to use input type is equal to text, and you see input type is equal to submit and value is equal to submit. If you add this, it will create a button. Okay, control, these are all controls like checkbox, uh, radio buttons. Okay, all those are, you might have taken some online exam site where you have multiple choice, you have a multiple choice for boxes, and whereas radio button is for only one selection for one question. Okay, one question you have four options, but you have to select only one. If you want to add multiple choices, and you have two answers for that multiple for that question, you can add a checkbox. Okay, you have seen, I mean you guys have already seen that during taking some exams and all, right? So you can use all those controls, but here like I said, we are not learning web application here. Okay, we are just learning the basics so that you will know how to add a formatting for your reports, especially HTML. Okay, so HTML is very uh, what do you call I mean it has more capability than what is this called your document, uh, Microsoft Word and other application. Okay, guys, I think we are on top of the hour, 9:36, same time we started. So we are closing at the same time. Okay, so I don't want to take much time. I've shared both the files. Please practice. And tomorrow I have some personal work. If I'm available early, we'll have a class, or else I'll send a message in a chat that we are not having. Probably I'll take on Friday. If not, you can make use of these 2 days and practice. Okay, HTML. From Monday, we're going to start our data science topics, which is Python and modules. Okay, so someone asked for this class this week, so I have taken this. Okay, but you can go to that and so also see you have a Python also here. You can learn. Okay, introduction, get started, syntax, variable, same thing. Whatever we have learned, right? Same thing. Okay, you can do it here. Practice in this page W3S. Okay, I'll ping this link also. Okay, you have everything. See, string, booleans, operator, list, tuple, set, dictionary, if else, match, loops, all this we have done. Lambda we have not done, I'll teach that later. Okay, arrays we have seen, oops concept, class, object, inheritance. Okay, so they will stop it here. These are all the basics for Python. What do you see here? Okay, you can also refer this. Okay, modules, this is what we're gonna learn. Okay, NumPy, Pandas, SciPy, Django. Okay, and Matplotlib, machine learning. Okay, they will teach you very basics. Okay, but we need to do a lot of hands-on. Okay, that is what we're gonna do with different data sets. We'll do all those things. Okay, guys, I think we are good now, I hope, and please practice tomorrow, but I'll send you the message tomorrow, guys. Okay, so please